Well, I think the most important information to this mystery at the hub was given during this image here. Not only do I think this photo is probably the most important photo that we're going to get for actual Easter eggs or update info for this next update. One of the telltale signs, in my opinion, of that fact is that I think we're getting an actual element of a new brawler around the corner, this helmet in the fishbowl. And if that's the case, it just screams that I'm sure there's much more important info in this photo. This photo falls under that umbrella of photos that could be giving us potential Easter eggs or sneak peeks. A few really interesting details I'd like to take note of. Of course, the shadow there interacting with gray could have some significance, seeing that we don't know who they are. But what has garnered the most attention from this photo is this fish bowl here. Of course, we have the fish looking surprised, but an element that is not seen on any character in this game, nor their skins, is this little hat or helmet in the fishbowl. We've said this several times now, but when it comes to Easter egg-esque photos and unidentified objects within them, not pertaining to any character or anything existing in Brawl Stars, most of the time it is important, giving us Easter eggs or details for future content around the corner. Potentially a new brawler here, so what we can grasp from this is it's just a helmet of some degree, there with a red buckle on it, kind of giving me like army helmet vibes. Under that buckle, it looks like there is a little note there sticking out of it as well. Really interesting. It's hard to speculate if this is a brawler just based on this helmet or hat, while on top of that, the number of brawler families still missing individuals within them to round out the 3 members is quite staggering. I think we have like 12 different brawler families only having 1 or 2 members in them. But I guess, you know, seeing that we are getting into a summer update that very well could be a tropical deserted island, something like maybe filling out Buzz's family might make sense, seeing that he was introduced in a similar setting, and seeing that we have some like tropical active volcano vibes. Community are theorizing that the brawler for this season 13 was the culprit for this situation going on with the fishing robot. And if we take into account what we were just discussing about this potential brawler fitting into the Buzz family, being a brawler that would be more aquatic, underwater, I think it makes a ton of sense and makes this ongoing fun fishing robot story here that much more interesting, right? We know what's going on in this photo, a big thing of water gushing out, but I guess we really don't have an explanation as to what caused it. It would make a lot of sense, seeing that we are getting into Easter eggs about season 13, that they would be kind of like sneak peeking or Easter egging the arrival of. Now, I guess we really don't have a whole lot of context, seeing that most of the photos are still based in the theme of this most recent update, season 12, but we're getting enough information to make really good theories, which we've already stated in this video. So where we're at right now, I think it's definitely safe to say that this summer update, season 13, has a lot to do with aquatics. The underwater vibe is given to us in the fishing robot story going on, and I really am feeling like we're going to be seeing a aquarium update, to be more specific. On top of that, I'm feeling very confident that the brawler that we can expect in this update, or I guess brawlers, it's hard to speculate on the number of brawlers coming out right now, but I think they're definitely going to be fitting into the Buzz family. I think it just makes a ton of sense. So an aquarium update and the brawlers fitting into the Buzz trio. We'll see if those predictions come true. Evidence that we've gotten throughout this season 11 update, as well as the point of the year that we're currently in, I think this is going to be heavily related to Star Park. Just taking a look at some of the examples that we've gotten, or the Easter eggs, this Supercell May campaign, we have Star in the title. Though it is a very small detail, they could have just had Star with 1 R, right? On top of that, the cover art for this May campaign has Star Park things or memorabilia within it, such as this drink that Ems is sipping on. We have the Star Park logo there. We have the Star Park logo on the spray cans, symbolizing this Supercell May campaign, another homage to it. Could be a little bit of a smaller one, but I'm just blitzing through all the potential sneak peeks for Star Park related things coming out here in the very near future. We had this photo posted some time ago to the Brawl Stars Spotify page, where we have the Star Park gift shop being portrayed with Colette as well as Edgar and Griff there in the background, being the 3 members of the Star Park gift shop, and the theme that came out with the most significant Star Park related update that we had have to this date, which was the Invest in Your Future update and the most popular Brawl talk in terms of views. And at the very least, where I'm sitting right now, the best prediction that I can make is this next update is more than likely going to be very deeply rooted in Star Park. But another thing that a lot of people were pointing out is this strange plant in the background, this blue, somewhat appearing to be like a fly trap type plant, and other strange looking plants in the background as well. Stuff that you wouldn't really expect to see in this type of environment, right? Somewhat like a jungle theme of sorts, right? A lot of plant life. So just getting into some base theories before we move on to other photos and try to connect the dots here. I've been seeing a lot of people discussing that this environment seems a little bit off, somewhat foreign to what we're normally used to here in Brawl Stars, almost as if the Rosa family, or botanist family, I believe it's called, are away someplace else than the normal Brawl Stars universe, maybe on a different planet of sorts. I guess that theory could explain the fact that we have some strange looking insects in the background, as well as plants that don't look like normal plants with different colors and such. So I thought it was a pretty interesting theory, and it kind of goes along this whole space sort of vibe that we've been talking about in recent Brawl News episodes. We're discussing this photo some time ago, where this building in the background we thought could have been a greenhouse belonging to the botanist family, as well as, of course, that spacecraft coming back. And another thing that I failed to mention at the beginning of the video in this photo is that building once again popping up in the background. Definitely not as big, but I think we can all agree that it's not a rock, or it's a strangely shaped rock, seeing that it has those, what are they, pentagons? I could be completely wrong about that. So I think that could be the greenhouse once again, or the building that we've been discussing in recent Brawl News episodes.